Lewis Art for the Ring magazine here with Jesse Bam Rodriguez. Added another belt to the collection today in a statement victory against Fernando Puma Martinez. Just start to me the thoughts and feelings of the performance a couple hours ago.
I felt like it was a good performance. Puma, he was a tough fighter. I hit him, with everything I had, and he made it to the 10th round, but that final shot actually did the damage and ended the fight. But before that, I thought I was going to go to the distance, to be honest.
Yeah, how surprised? Was you surprised how tough he was, would you say?
I was, honestly. He was a lot tougher than I expected. He took, like I said, my best shots, and he was still in there fighting, throwing just as hard as the first round. So I knew I had to be careful, but I had the best team in boxing, and they reminded me every round to just stick to the plan, stay smart, and just do what I had been doing the previous rounds.
When you are facing someone that is tough and almost feels like you can't get them away, how would you say you battle through it? I know you mentioned the team there, but I guess how would you deal with that? I guess mentally to sort of battle through it, where you feel like everything I'm throwing, this guy just can't.
Yeah, honestly, it's a little mentally fatiguing. Just you're hitting your opponent with everything, and they're still standing there throwing just as hard. But I think it just comes with experience. I never forced a knockout. Obviously, it came naturally, and I think that's what helped me out a lot as well, just staying patient.
Yeah, obviously, it's been a roller coaster of emotions for this week for yourself with the birth of a new child as well.
Yeah.
How was it battling through that, would you say?
It was hard. My son was born on Wednesday. That was the day of my final workout. I was on FaceTime with my girlfriend right before I went to the gym, and I shed some tears in the room by myself just because I was, I had missed it. It was a little different feeling from when my daughter was born. I don't know why, it just hit me different. I guess because I wasn't there, but yeah, it sucked. But when he's older, I'll be able to show him the fight and, show him why I wasn't there for his birth, but I know he'll understand.
Yeah. I guess, how much do you think that shows as a boxer yourself, how much sacrifice that you've got to make to get to this level, How?
Yeah, I mean, this is... it's all for their future, to better their lives in the future. Not only myself, but my girlfriend and my kids. It's all for them at the end of the day. I don't do this for myself anymore. I got a whole family to feed now, so I think just making sacrifices like this will pay off in the long run. Of course, it sucks, but they understand. And when I go back home, it's gonna make the win that much better.
Yeah, how much can't you wait to get back and see your new son?
Man, I haven't seen my girlfriend and my daughter in like 6 weeks, and obviously I missed my son's birth. That's the longest I've gone without seeing my family. So it was hard mentally. This is I haven't said it in previous interviews, but this was the toughest camp I've had physically, emotionally, mentally. There was days where I didn't even want to go to the gym because I missed them so much, and I was so used to having them in camp, like my previous camp. So just having them back home, and I was missing out on a lot of things. It made it hard, but like I said in the interview, my girlfriend makes it easier for me. She reminds me that it's all for the kids. So I appreciate her. I appreciate my kids. So it's all for them at the end of the day.
Yeah. When you say about it being so tough, was that just purely just being away from the family there?
Yeah. Like I said, I think my previous 3 camps, I've had them the whole time. They're in training camp with me, so the fact that my girlfriend had to go home for her appointments for my son, it was hard, honestly. Like I said, there was days I didn't even want to go to the gym or even, get up and just go for a run or anything. It was mentally fatiguing, but I pulled through, and I think that's what paid off tonight. I could have easily canceled the fight because my son was going to be born, but I knew that this was going to pay off in the long run. Like I said, he'll understand when he's older.
And before I do let you go, I guess what is next? Is Undisputed really the aim for you now, with one belt sort of left to collect?
Yeah, this is the closest I've ever been to Undisputed, so there's no point in moving up or anything. I want to go for that last belt and become Undisputed. I know not a lot of fighters can say they've been Undisputed, so to be one of the few would mean a lot to me. Yeah,
brilliant. Bam, appreciate the time. Well done putting another great performance to the fans.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Cheers.